Hey there. It's Ranch Gear here again, and we're into always another little bit of something going on here all the time. Today we're checking this here out. We're getting invaded and we're getting overtaken by a bunch of these guys here. Oh yeah, it's springtime and these guys are on the move. We don't want them moving into the house all though. Let's see, we got some more going on over here. Yeah, so that's no good. So we're gonna mix up a little bit of some homemade ant killer, and we're gonna give these guys something to eat. And they're gonna like it. So this is what we got here. This is what we're gonna mix up for those guys. Gonna use some of this here regular old borax. There's multiple different kinds you can get in the store there. Just run down to your local department store, I guess. So they got it in the cleaning aisle, I guess. This stuff's relatively cheap. It's I don't know what a box like that costs. I've been using this box for a couple years now, so maybe it's not so cheap anymore. This thing's almost empty. I gotta go get some more. Anyway, run of the mill old borax, and then we're gonna use some coarse sugar, just regular table sugar there. And I'm also going to use some icing sugar, powdered sugar. The reason I use two different kinds of sugar is I've seen before where people have been, they use one kind of sugar, the coarse or whatever, and they mix it together with borax, and then they put a little bit of water in it, and they mix it all up and make a syrup out of it. And I used to do that, but I used to put it in caps off of a disposable water bottle. So, you're drinking your water, you take the cap off, drink your bottle, and then instead of throwing the cap out with the bottle, you fill it up with this syrup, and you put it right beside the ant mound. And the ants come out and they start drinking from it, and it's all good. Except after about a day or so, the water starts to dry up and the syrup turns into like a hard candy. And they don't ever seem to go after that anymore. So I don't put water in it anymore. So I use a coarse sugar to I don't know, for whatever reason I use the coarse sugar, but I also use powdered sugar because it's very it's ground up much finer, and I think it coats the borax a little bit better. Rather than having, for lack of a more technical term, you have a granular of borax and you have a granular of sugar, coarse sugar sitting right beside it, and they kind of don't intermix, and the ant comes and eats the granular sugar and he leaves the borax alone. But I think if you use powdered sugar and mix it all together, then the powdered sugar will also, I'm hoping that it's going to put a dusting onto the borax granular, and they're going to start eating it all. I don't know. That's my logic behind it. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but to me it makes sense. So you kind of have a bit of an attractant, and then this stuff here coats the borax better with a dusting on it, a powdered dusting. So whatever. Anyway, let's get after it here. So we're gonna mix this up here at about 3 or 4 to 1, maybe about 4 to 1 or 3 to 1. I don't know, 3 to 1, 4 to 1, 4 to 1, 3 to 1. Pick a number, pick whatever you want. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just scoop some of one into here, scoop some of the other into there, count them out, and then scoop the borax in and stir it all up. And I'm gonna go and pour it out on there, and I've been doing it for a number of years now, and it seems to be working pretty good. So I'm going to start off with the coarse sugar, and I think if I put in six of these, and then 6 of these, I'll be at 12 spoonfuls. And if I then put in 4 of these, that would make it 3 to 1. Am I right? I don't know. Tell me what you think below. It's been a long time since I've been in school. I don't know how good my math is anymore. Anyway, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, there's 6 of the course. All right, so now we're going to take some of the powdered sugar and we're going to go 6 of these. That clumps up bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's probably more because it got more onto a spoon than on the other stuff. Good enough. Anyway, it's close. So we're going to mix this all up. Stir it all up in there. Oh, it's smoking. Look out. Powder's coming out. Okay, so I'm going to put in 4 of these guys. And yeah, that box is almost empty. I've been using it for a number of years. I don't even know if there's 4 in there. Anyway, let's try it. Let's figure this all out here. 1. Might not be 4 in there. 2. 3. And 4. And you know what? Those are pretty small spoonfuls compared to that powdered sugar. So through the whole scientific community here, we're going to throw in an extra 1 or 2 and call it good. All right, how's that? So that's it. So we're going to mix that all around in there. And that's all it takes, you know. It doesn't take anything more than that. We're going to go and spread this out and around on those ant mounds and let them have a party on it and see how they like it. I'm sure they're going to like it. All right, here we go. We're going to spread some of this here down there, mix it up a little bit more. And we're going to put some out. We don't want to put a whole bunch down. You know, if the neighbor's cat or dog gets out and starts coming over and checking this stuff all out and starts eating it there, he's going to get sick off of it. But there's a couple going to it already. Anyway, we're gonna leave that as such, and they're gonna crawl all over that, and they're gonna get on it, and they're gonna eat it, and they're gonna take it all back into the colony there, and they're gonna go over and give this here some as well. And over here a little bit, and I got some left over. I'm gonna spread that over and grab some of this and sprinkle it in here. I'm going to sprinkle that around the bottom of underneath the hummingbird feeder, because that's always seems to be dripping a little bit of sugary water off of that, and the ants are always going around over there too. So anyway, we got a few spots done here, and we're going to leave it for a day or so, and we're going to come back and see what the activity on it's like. What's happening here? Oh yeah, there's a few crawling around in there already, so they're gonna take the message back to the colony and say, "Hey man, come on, it's supper time, party's happening." So yeah, we're gonna leave it on there for a day or two, and we're gonna come back and see how it goes. Okay, so one more quick blurb on this here. You saw me pick that stuff up with my bare hands and sprinkle it on another ant mound there. Nothing to worry about this stuff. This is not poison. It's, well, I'm sure if you were to take a spoon and start eating it, it's going to be poison, but it's going to make you feel bad. Anyway, this stuff is naturally occurring. Won't focus. What's it say? I don't know what it says. Anyway. Naturally occurring, let me read it here. Mineral composed of sodium, boron, oxygen, and water. I don't know. They get this stuff out of, I think this stuff used to come from like Death Valley in California or something. And this says Arizona written on the side of the box here. Somewhere there. It's almost focusing. It can do it. Actually, it can't do it. Anyway, doesn't matter. So anyway, don't lick your fingers after doing this stuff. Wash your hands and all that. But this, a lot of people stick this stuff right in the laundry and everything, and it's a reasonably safe product. It's just bad for bugs. Good for us, bad for bugs. So you know what? After you handle it, wash your hands. But it's by no means some big wacky chemical pesticide. It's natural stuff ground up out of the earth. There's a guy there. He's checking it all out. He's taking a few bites. And he's going to run back to the colony and he's going to tell them all about it. Say, come on, boys, let's have a party. All right, so here we are next day, and we'll see what's how any of this stuff here turned out. So this is a hole where all the little ones were coming out of there yesterday. There's one guy coming out right there. He seems pretty slow and pretty groggy. Don't see much action happening there, so I think it's working anyway. I do notice that there's a couple other bigger black guys there coming out to check out what's going on there. But I think as far as the little guys out of this one here, took care of them all. Maybe some other ants are coming in from somewhere else now, checking this stuff all out too, and hopefully it's going to take care of them. And I think it should. We'll go over here and check out what's going on. Oh, look at this! Look at that there. I fixed up all that purging there yesterday too. Later on in the day, that worked out pretty good there. Gotta put a little bit of paint on here, scratch this all off, and paint this door jamb and the garage doors needed here as well. But anyway, back to these ants here. This here had a bunch of action on it here yesterday too, and I don't see anything moving in there. One guy, there's one guy there. He's going pretty slow. He's spinning in circles. He doesn't know what to do. So anyway, I think this stuff here works pretty good. I've been doing this for a number of years, and it might take a couple of days or whatever, but it'll eventually get them all. So they'll all come in from other places, other colonies. They'll probably show up and get some of this stuff too, and take it in there and wipe them all out as well. So anyway, this stuff seems to be it's easy to mix up, and it seems to work okay. Might take a couple of days or whatever, but anyway, I see a pretty good result in just one day. So give it a couple more days and it'll be all done and over with. So anyway, that was just a little thing I thought I'd throw on here for y'all. So anyway, get yourself some borax and mix it all up with some sugar and stick it on here. It's all good. All right, until we see you on the next one here. This is Wrench Gear saying thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe for me, please, and we'll figure out something else to bring you. All right, thanks.